My family never held a reverence for tradition. Every year was a toss-up as to which holidays we'd celebrate and how we would go about it. We were a foster home, so no year ever looked the same. Sometimes we'd have children from cultures that celebrate different holidays or who didn't speak a word of English. Other times we'd house multiple siblings. Many of these kids had developmental disabilities, so every kid had to be treated on an individual basis. This made tradition near impossible. I grew up thinking that was normal. It wasn't until I began living with my ex that I conceived of sacred yearly rituals. Devoting a day to venerate a religious figure seemed silly to me. That's what most holidays are when viewed outside of contemporary lens. To her, it was something very different. Holidays were days of the year where you showed care to those close to you. Regardless of the trajectory of your life, these sacred days grounded the human experience in age-old traditions, keeping a continuity both in our year and your family like those generations before. Holidays go back as far as recorded history. The first recorded holiday was the Babylonian New Year over 4,000 years ago. The Sabbath is another ancient holiday. Instead of being based on a yearly cycle, it consists of a weekly holy day of rest. The 7-day week is founded on the Jewish creation myth. The veneration of special days found within temporal cycles is undivorceable from religiosity. Many contemporary holidays are adaptations of Christian saint celebrations and feasts. St. Nicholas is sainted in both the Orthodox and Catholic Church. Christmas venerates him as a saint. The history of Valentine's Day is a bit more contested. There are two recorded St. Valentines, St. Valentine of Terni and St. Valentine of Rome. The records of their martyrdom and deeds are not well recorded. It isn't known which of the saints St. Valentine's feast was originally in honor of. The modern association with Valentine's Day comes from the myth of St. Valentine of Terni. The story goes that he was an early Christian in prison for not renouncing his faith. Legend has it that he healed his jailer's blind daughter and wrote her a note signed, "From your Valentine." It wasn't until the days of Chaucer that the holiday gained its romantic connotation. He wrote, "For this was on St. Valentine's Day, when every bird cometh there to choose his mate." The legend began to grow as St. Valentine fell in love with the jailer's daughter Julia. In some retellings, the jailer's family converted to Christianity before all were martyred for not renouncing their faith. As time goes on, legends grow. Venerated saints begin a legend that storytellers and traditions shape. Each society that comes in contact with the legend lends a new lens to the ritual, translating the life of a man through a long game of telephone into the present day. That is no different than religion, or history for that matter. I have grown to appreciate this connection to ancient societies. Since I was young, I used the Gregorian calendar. I deemed it to have utility because the society I grew up in deemed it to have utility. To catalog time is a novelty. There's no accurate measurement of time, as time itself bends to space. We use dates to remember and tell stories of our history. To celebrate a holiday is to not only retell an ancient legend, but to create your own story through tradition. I recently got into a relationship. It wasn't an easy decision to make, as both of us got out of a long-term relationship not so long ago. After breaking up with a partner of 5 years, the prospect of starting over again is very daunting. There are 22 years of life that she was not a part of, and trying to faithfully retell my history is nearly impossible. Despite my reservations, I found myself absolutely infatuated with her. Every little thing I learn about her delights me. There's a general unreality to it all. How did I find another person that feels the same way that I do? It is a feeling that burns hot due to the novelty. At the core of my being, it is hard to accept that I was falling in love with another person. I have seen how quickly things can end, and how hastily another person can change. Time changes all it touches, and eventually everything ends. I've seen compatible people separate due to circumstance, and incompatible people stay together out of circumstance. If the end is preordained by mortality or entropy, why even start to begin with? In all this soul-searching, I've come to realize the only destination is death. Any other destination has a temporary hold and a downstream current towards death. Life itself is an experience, not a destination. Life is born of love, and love is a journey of life. To experience love is to float downstream, holding hands with someone. All of life is novel in the face of death. Celebrating holidays has immortalized legends, lives, and history. They live on beyond the grave through a ritual of yearly gatherings. I feel the current of life rapidly pulling me through time. Valentine's Day seems to come sooner each year, and I've come to appreciate it more every time. As it approaches this year, I realize that I have a limited number of Valentine's Days to experience with my girlfriend. I have a renewed hunger for life and love I haven't felt in some time. Even if it is just to end in heartbreak and the cycle repeats itself, it'll all be worth it. Everything ends eventually, and the best things in life are done in spite of that. This video will be a time capsule I can look back on and remember again how it feels to experience a first Valentine's Day with someone. This is my addition to the ever-changing legend of Saint Valentine. I love you, Kay, and wish you a wonderful Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching, it means a lot to me. I hope to make more videos soon. Happy Valentine's Day.